is now a bustling cafe scene, where you can find anything from trendy to traditional cafes serving local tea. Or take a stroll at East Coast Park, the largest park in Singapore, hosting several activities from waterfront, cycling to rollerblading. It is also home to the East Coast Park Lagoon Food Village, where you can satisfy your cravings for seafood and local delights. Alternatively, immerse yourself into the daily lives of Singaporeans at Marine Parade. Its seafront location, recreational and commercial activities have made it one of the most desirable places to live today.
Ini kantor apa rumah? Rumah ya?
Rumah
Saya.
Rumah itu kondominium.
Changi Airport has certainly come a long way since its humble beginnings in 1989.
Stadion.
It has expanded to 4 passenger terminals, including the latest terminal
Kamu boleh lihat tu gelang di situ lah.
Regularly ranked among the world's best airports by Skytrax, Changi Airport serves nearly 6 million passengers a year
Di atas.
with 100 airlines, flying to some 380 cities worldwide.
Di situ Batam.
Ya,
Batam itu kan Batam.
Batam.
Set to open in 2019, Jewel Changi Airport will bring together the outdoors, indoors in a fusion of nature and a marketplace. Singapore's of 2 domes and 3 front gardens. Inside the green forest, you can find some of the rarest, most diverse vegetation and its temperature-controlled environment. Over at the Flower Dome, appreciate the ever-changing display of flowers and plants from the Mediterranean and semi-arid regions. Finally, stop by the Super Tree Grove for the iconic tree-like vertical gardens. Designed with large canopies, these trees provide shade in the day and come alive with a display of light and sound at night.
Sekarang kita sudah the highest peak.
Ya.
The highest peak of the Flyer. So once again, we are at the highest peak of Singapore Flyer, where you can see the southern, central, and the east area of Singapore. So when you come to Singapore, do not forget to visit do not forget to come to the Singapore Flyer. It is a must come to Singapore Flyer.
Celebrators will reach the highest point of Singapore Flyer, 165 meters above sea level. Take a moment to enjoy the best 360 panoramic view of Singapore.
ठीक है वहाँ जाके
best photo spot of your journey, so get your cameras ready. As we begin our descent, spot the various
Sekarang kita
landmarks,
di
showcasing our country's
Singapore,
heritage
paling
and
atas.
cultural influences from yesteryears, with each having its own unique story to tell. So, where do we begin? Marina Bay. Marina Bay's unmistakable skyline is the architectural and national pride of Singapore. Built on 690 hectares of land reclaimed in the 1970s, Singapore's central business district features some popular sites not to be missed. First, paying homage to Singapore's national icon, the Merlion, a mythical creature with the head of a lion and a body of a fish. Catch a world-class art performance at the Esplanade Theatres by the Bay. Or visit Marina Bay Sands, an integrated resort which includes a hotel, luxury mall, convention space, and one of the world's largest infinity pools. Cut by to see NS Square, the world's largest floating platform, the primary venue of Singapore's National Day Parade. Formerly the key landing point for sea travelers, you can now experience a variety of waterfront hospitality and dining options at Clifford Pier.
Ini South City, bagian sentral.
Sentosa. Situated off the southern coast of Singapore lies Sentosa, a resort island with many popular entertainment spots.
Kalau mataharinya turun lagi mungkin bagus ini.
Bagusnya.
Malam pukul berapa sih? Pukul 7 ya? Malam. Mulai petang.
Pukul 7.
Kayaknya best pukul 7 matahari.
For a glimpse of Singapore's history, visit Fort Siloso, home to a wealth of World War II memorabilia.
Ini bangun apa bang? Bangun apa?
Untuk mereka nak buat apa ni? Museum Perkhidmatan Negara
Oh,
Singapura.
Singapura museum.
Ya, Museum Perkhidmatan Negara Singapura.
Chinatown. Singapore's historic Chinatown is a bustling mix of old and new, filled with traditional shops and markets, as well as restaurants and cafes. During Chinese New Year and Mid-Autumn Festival, Chinatown comes to life with an array of decorations.
Ini tempatnya sirkuit F1.
As Singaporeans make their way here to shop. Aside from the festive periods, there's still a lot more to experience here. Visit and appreciate the Tang Dynasty-style architecture of the Buddha Tooth Relic Temple and Museum. Or take a stroll along the iconic Temple Street with preserved shop houses occupied by a variety of
Itu aja Batam
and
Batam
souvenir
itu.
shops.
Iya. Ini kota Batam seberang.
Admire the
And you can even see Batam there also through the Singapore Flyer.
Sedikit cloudy.
Yeah.
Experience a gastronomic journey along Cheongsak Road, formerly a red light district. It is now buzzing with the most eclectic and dining hotspots in the country. Boat Quay. Situated at the mouth of the Singapore River, Boat Quay was once the busiest part of Singapore's old port and has since transformed to a popular tourist destination. Take a trip down Nostalgia Lane with a cruise on the Singapore River. Stop over at the Asian Civilizations Museum, devoted to exploring the artistic heritage of Asia, particularly the ancestral cultures of Singaporeans. Another must-see is the Victoria Theatre and Concert Hall, one of Singapore's most recognizable landmarks.
Sembawang.
Along the river, pay a visit to one of the two official statues of Sir Stamford Raffles, founder of modern Singapore. Near Boat Quay, you can also find Lau Pa Sat, a national monument that has been converted into a food center offering the best of local cuisine. Enjoy the historical architecture of Fullerton Hotel, previously home to Singapore's General Post Office. Civic District. The Civic District features some of Singapore's more notable historic buildings and spaces. Visit the National Gallery, where you will find the largest public collection of modern art in Singapore and Southeast Asia. We'll find serenity at St. Andrew's Cathedral, the oldest Anglican church in Singapore. At the heart of the Civic District, you'll find the Padang, the very place where our late Prime Minister, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, announced Singapore's independence in 1965. This is also where the very first National Day Parade was held in 1966. Since then, the annual celebration has become a stunning spectacle of military parades and multicultural song and dance performances as Singapore remembers its rise to independence, emerging on the world stage as a major commercial hub, financial center,
The checking
and
point of
global
Fliyer.
player.
Yeah, so now we are enjoying the last moment. Yeah, before we descend to our checking point.
Fort Canning. Fort Canning was an artillery fort built in 1861. Aside from this historical monument, it houses other museums that give you a glimpse of Singapore's past. Visit the Fort Canning Park, an 18-hectare space with outdoor lawns offering a variety of arts, heritage, and nature
Oh,
experiences.
kanonya sampai situ ya? Ini?
You can also find Southeast Asia's first
Kapal ini?
museum.
Sampai situ ya?
Serves as a custodian
Bukan, oh bukan di situ saja ya?
Itu, okay.
Hah?
Singapore River Cruise.
Oh, River Cruise. Ya.
Singapore River Cruise.
Oh beda sama yang situ ya?
Dia start kat situ.
Iya, situ.
Oh, dari sini lah.
Oh, dari sini ya, mutar situ ya?
Nanti putar balik ke sini.
Ah,
History buffs look no further than the National Museum of Singapore.
saya kira cuma situ
There are
aja.
a range of events throughout the year, from art installations and festivals to performances and film screenings. Be sure not to miss the vibrant Old Hill Street Police Station, with 927 windows adorning its facade. Bras Basah. By the Stamford Canal lies Bras Basah, home to museums, national monuments, and a number of distinguished institutions. Visit the Singapore Arts Museum, where you can find contemporary art of Singapore and Southeast Asia. Or take a walk along Waterloo Street, home to landmarks like Kwan Im Thong Kut Chau Temple, Mahinabath Synagogue, Sri Krishna Temple, and more. Finally, take in the exquisiteness of the Armenian Church, the oldest Christian church in Singapore. Or you can admire the beauty of Chimes, a historical building complex with a Gothic-style chapel. Today, it is one of the most popular restaurant and bar enclaves. To see Singapore's heritage, arts and culture in an entirely different light, visit the Singapore Night Festival, an annual urban art event. Enjoy the interactive light installations that turn the facades of the Singapore Art Museum and the National Museum of Singapore into works of wonder. After experiencing the food, culture, art, and other attractions, don't stop to find out more about Singapore. The journey doesn't end here. As Singapore, the iconic skyline now features a diverse mix of residential, retail, entertainment, office developments, and some of Singapore's most popular tourist destinations. However, this is just the beginning for Marina Bay, as more plans will soon be put into place. These include a more lively and mixed-use residential district at Marina South that combines the vibrancy of city living and the best of green living in all its development. We can also look forward to the opening of the fourth desalination plant in 2020, the Keppel Marina East Desalination Plant. The first of its kind in Singapore, the plant will be a large-scale dual-mode desalination plant that can treat both seawater and fresh water while serving as a recreational spot for visitors. Another much-anticipated project is the Founders Memorial, set to open in 2025 to commemorate Singapore's founding values and ideals. With all these exciting developments involved, you can look forward to the upcoming transformations at
Oke,
this iconic Marina Bay.
sudah selesai. Flyer, ya.
Okay, nanti betul. Okay, nanti kita ke kedai dia tengok yang dia dulu kan ada sikit. Dan nanti lepas tu kita boleh balik.
Are you sure?
8:15 मतलब 8:15 to last. हाँ बच्चे रुकता नहीं है। नॉर्मल में वाली ट्रॉली पे रुकती नहीं है ना, चलते चलते ही बैठना पड़ता है ना। बेंगलुरु में लोग रोपवे से गए थे।
हाँ मम्मी बस चल रहा है आप लोग क्या
We're about to reach the end of the flight, and we hope you have enjoyed the experience. Before leaving, please ensure that you have collected all your belongings and mind your step when exiting. Thank you for visiting Singapore Flyer, and we look forward to seeing you again.
Ya, okey 30 minit.
Oke.
नहीं भी सिंगापुर फ्लायर आए उतार दे बस
चलो बच्चे
वाओ
ये देखो दो यार कार्ड।
यार पूरा ठीक है ठीक है
उधर से लोग चलेंगे।
अच्छा अच्छा पैर आपको
Please call the driver or give me your driver को कॉल कर दो, मेरे को भी नंबर दे दो।
Oke.
हेलो
Thank you. Ya.
Okey, saya kita kedainya. Itu untuk masa kan? Baru tu.
Ya.
Apa sekarang baru pukul 6.
Pukul 6.